Hello students, now today we shall begin with the revision for the soil chapter. Now for this chapter, here you can see on your screen this question bank for the chapter. Now as per the new examination pattern for the science, it will be comprising of four sections, section A, B, C and D. In section A, you will be having MCQ questions which will be then in the case study. Then we have assertion reason. Then we have very short answers. So all will be part of the section A. Now in section B, it will be 2 marks questions. Section C will be 3 marks question. And section D will be 5 marks questions. So here, as you can see in the question bank, I have put some questions along with the answers. So according to whatever is been asked, just see the word limit before answering. Okay, do not exceed your word limit and do not like go beyond it, go beyond it, and don't write less also. So if it's, for example, when we see the very short answer, now basically in very short answers you will be having naming or writing like one word or one sentence, okay, for 1 marks question. For example, name an important natural resource that supports the growth of plants, that is soil. Name major soil pollutants, polythene bag, plastics, waste products, chemicals and pesticides. So you can see only one word or one sentence you have to write. Now you need to write all these question and answers in the fullscape paper and you have to submit to me. Okay, in the Google Classroom I will be putting a folder where you can put it. I am not going to display it in the Google Classroom. You have to watch this video, then you will get all the questions. Okay, so here the questions are also given, answers also given. In any case, if any answers you find it is wrong, you can correct it and you can write the correct answer. Okay, so here I have one very short answers questions. 37 questions are there total. Okay, now when we go for the short answer type, it means 2 marks questions. Okay, some can be 2, some can be. Now for 3 marks it will be long answer type questions. So here for the 2 marks questions, as you can see here, explain soil and factors affecting soil. So again this question comprises two parts. What is soil? Definition. What are the factors which is affecting soil? So the names of the factors like this. Okay, then define the following: soil profile, horizon. Soil is one of the most important natural resource. Explain. So why it is important resource. So I need 2 points. As it is for 2 marks, it should be written 2. If this question come for 3 marks, you have to write 3 points. Now describe the different layers in soil profile. Now basically these questions can come for 3 marks. As you can see the word limit, according to that all the answers I have written, so you just go through them. Okay, some extra part is also written, extra portion is also covered here, that also you have to take care of. Okay, so here we have this short answer, then long answer type. Now here comes the long answer. Now explain the different types of soils found in India. Now, there are some extra things which is also written here. Then this percolation rate questions. Okay, so numericals will be coming on it. That also I put here. Explain the process of weathering, its type and importance in forming soil. Then when we are going to see the case study questions. Now what is the meaning of case study is, as you can see here, such paragraph type questions. So paragraph will be given to you like this. Okay, here you can read this paragraph and based on the content, layers of the soil. Now it may be there in the points, it may be something extra also. So you have to learn the lesson. You have to be thorough with all the content which is related to the soil. Now this chapter is again in the geography, so it cannot say that I'm learning science, so I will not teach geography concept. Now as it is in 7th standard, if you have read the chapter, the same chapter in soil chapter in geography, so we expect you to attempt the questions which is based. That is the purpose of putting the paragraph questions, right? Because when we put this paragraph question, like how you have in English, it's like a comprehension type question. So you have a comprehension, you read the comprehension. It may, now English may not have this, it can be there for the English also. So here we are testing your content and along with this your understanding of other subjects also. Therefore, that reason you should be knowing it. It may be linked with your chapter, it may be something beyond your chapter. So you have to be thorough with it. Okay, so based on this paragraph, you will be having MCQ questions, or you can have match the columns also, which will be a part of this case study questions. Okay, so here you have like this. What is a soil horizon? So it may not be there in the paragraph, but you should be aware of, because as it is an MCQ question, so you should be knowing about it. Okay, so another type of paragraph, types of soil. So we have different types of soil, and based on different types of soil you have MCQ. It can have match the following also. Okay, now here you will be having 4 questions. Out of 4 you have to attempt any 3, so that you all will be given shared to you in the revision worksheet. Okay, then we have assertion and reason type questions. In assertion and reason type, what is the meaning of assertion and reason type? That there will be 2 statements. Now one will be labeled as assertion and one will be labeled as reason. Now you have to select the correct answer to this question from the codes A, B, C and D. Now here you have cotton. Assertion in the statement is that cotton is grown in alluvial soils. And the reason is for this statement is because alluvial soils are very fertile. Now many times what will happen, these 2 statements may be true, may be false. Okay, so that you have to identify from A, B, C and D option. Now, as you can see here, in first statement we have both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. So what has been given? That both the statements are true and R, alluvial soils are very fertile, is a correct explanation of A. If you think this option is correct, so your answer will be either this A, B or C or D. Okay, so you have to think about these 2 statements. Now second option is both A and R are true. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of statement A. It means this statement are true, but R cannot be said as a correct reason for the assertion. Okay, third statement is A is true, A is true, but R is false. Means one statement is true, but another statement is false. And the D option is that A is false. This statement is false, but R is true. So which you think is the correct of all this A, B, C and D, that you have to think. Okay, so that is cotton is grown in alluvial soils, and the reason is alluvial soils are very fertile. If I think these 2 statements are true and R is the correct answer for this A question, so according to that I can say that A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. So for according to this, my option A is correct. Okay, let's see one more. Assertion is resources are free gifts of nature. And the reason is because resources like soil, air, water are easily available in nature. So here again both A and R, and now here it will be having different options. Okay, so you have to read. Now here I have missed writing those A, B, C and D options. So here it was that both assertion and reasons are false. Now why it is false is, yes, okay, so why it is false is because resources are not said to be a free gift, because resources are not free gifts of nature but are present due to interaction of human beings with the nature, technology and institution. They are a function of human activities and they transform material available in our environment into resources. So it is not free gift. It is there already in the nature, and how we utilize it, that becomes the resources. And these resources like soil, air and water easily available in nature. So if you think that this whatever I have written is false, if you think that both the statements are correct, so according to that you have to decide that whether my statements are correct or false. Okay, so here now when you are doing match the following, see if you have soil here, which will be the correct answer for this, blackish brown in color. So you don't have to crisscross line, so you need to write like this. But write statements also. A is soil and sixth one is blackish brown in color. Okay, do not jumble your answers with this wrong order of the questions, A B C D, then you write 1 2 3 4 and then you jumbled it. Okay, whatever is been asked, according to that you have to do it. I hope everything was clear. Yes, so this I'm sharing in the Google Classroom. You can go through it, note down the questions. If there will be few questions which will be repetitive, so you can skip it and write it and learn these answers. Okay, in the next then on in the next according to the next instructions, we will be having the class test for this. So be prepared for the class test also. Okay, yes, thank you.